In a small village nestled between lush hills and a meandering river, there was a tradition that had been passed down through generations. Every year, on the longest night of winter, the villagers would light lanterns and set them afloat on the river. The tradition was rooted in the belief that the lanterns carried their hopes and dreams to the heavens, where they would be watched over and granted. One year, a young girl named Maya, who had recently lost her mother, approached the river with her lantern in hand. Her eyes, usually bright with curiosity, were now clouded with grief and uncertainty. Her mother had always been the one to light her lantern, whispering words of encouragement and love. Now, Maya felt alone, her heart heavy with sorrow. As the sun dipped below the horizon and the first stars began to appear, the villagers gathered by the river. They were a blend of ages and stories, each with their own hopes and dreams. Maya stood quietly at the edge, clutching her lantern. She had written on it, "I wish for strength to find my way." Just before she set her lantern afloat, an old man approached her. He was known as the village's keeper of stories, a wise figure who had seen many winters come and go. He noticed the sadness in Maya's eyes and sat beside her. "Why so somber, child?" he asked gently. "I don't know if my lantern will carry my wish," Maya replied. "I feel like I've lost my way and don't know how to find it again." The old man nodded thoughtfully. "You know, Maya, this lantern does more than carry our hopes. It also represents the light we carry within ourselves. When we light it, we remind ourselves that even in the darkest times, we have the power to create light." He took Maya's hand and led her to a small, flickering fire nearby. He pointed to a single flame dancing in the wind. "This flame can light many lanterns," he said, "but it starts with just one. Sometimes we need to find our own light within us to share with others." Maya took a deep breath and lit her lantern from the flame. As she watched it float away, she felt a warmth spreading through her. It was as if the lantern had carried not just her wish, but also a piece of her own light. Over the following days, Maya began to notice small changes. She found comfort in the stories her mother had shared and started to reconnect with her friends and family. Her lantern had sparked a small flame within her, helping her to navigate her grief and rediscover her own strength. Months later, the villagers gathered again for the next winter's lantern festival. Maya's lantern had become a symbol of her journey. As she prepared her lantern for this year, she wrote a new message: "May my light help others find their way." This time, when she set her lantern afloat, she felt a profound sense of peace. She realized that while her mother's light had guided her before, she now carried a light of her own, one that could guide others as well. The village continued its tradition of floating lanterns, but Maya's story became a cherished part of it. It served as a reminder that in times of darkness, the light we seek is often within us, and by sharing our light, we can help illuminate the paths of others. Even in the darkest times, the light we seek is within us. By nurturing our inner strength and sharing it with others, we can find our way and help others find theirs.